What is up, everyone? My name is Rodney, and for this video, my first video, I decided that I wanted to do a review on 917 skateboards, also known as Call Me 917, also known as 917 692 2706. I have not heard anybody call the brand that. Normally, they just abbreviate it to 917 or Call Me 917. But yeah, I've checked out their brand. I've been thoroughly happy with it, and doing a quick YouTube search, I found out that there is not too many videos reviewing these boards. They are a team that is fairly new, still kind of in the early stages of becoming what they are. They've got a lot of hype at the moment. They've got a lot of popularity behind them coming up. So I definitely foresee this brand becoming a more popular brand, something that you see more of in the magazines, something that you see more of in your skate shop, something that you see more at the skate parks, in the streets. It's definitely a really awesome brand. A little information on them. It is Alex Olson's company. He used to skate for Girl Skateboards, if you remember back then. And he has since branched off and started this company. So we'll just get right into it. If there's any other companies that you like that, maybe are underground, maybe they're popular, maybe they're not so well known, maybe they're overly well known, and you want to see a review on them, leave a comment down below and let me know. And I just might pick one up. I just might give it a little ride around and do a review on it. I'm always down to check out new companies or companies that I've never ridden personally. So if there's something that you want to see, leave a comment and I just might check it out. But this video, 917, let's get right into it. So I've had two of these boards, and gotta say, 100% love this company. Their graphics are very simplistic, but at the same time, very eye-catching. Their team is just on fire. They've got a awesome team. Their whole team is, just beasts on the board. They seem like a really cool group of guys, and that's what I like. I've never been one to support companies that, I don't know, kind of have riders or people on the team, or the team in general just kind of seems like they're better than everybody. I've never been a fan of that. So I like this company all around. Everything from it being a skater owned brand, a skater, Alex Olson, his company, everything from that down to their graphics, to their team, to the shape, everything about these boards I absolutely love. So this one right here is the first board I ever got by them. I bought this at my local skate shop, Black Sheep Skateboards, Black Sheep Skate Shop, in Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out to them. That's my shop. I love that place. Best skate shop around. But they have been carrying a lot of 917 boards. I bought this before I took a trip out to Kansas City to see my cousin, and it got a lot of use out of it. As you can see, got a lot of skating in on it. It was a great board, man. I'd never checked them out before this, and I just picked this one up because it has a really cool graphic. I don't know how well you can see it on this terrible camera and this even worse lighting that I have, but it has almost like a spray paint zigzag going down it with a offset kind of purplish pink behind it. And then, as you can see, it has the 917 692 2706. And it looks like it was, just written in Sharpie real quick. But, it's a very simplistic design, but it's really eye-catching at the same time. I got several compliments on this board from people at the skate shop, from people at the skate park, people that just saw me out and about skating. I got a lot of compliments on this board, and that's always awesome. Whether it's a fellow skateboarder, whether it's some person in the street, somebody compliments my setup, I'm always going to like it. But my favorite thing about these boards is the shape of their nose and the shape of their tail. Now, if you're like me, you like wider boards. This is 8.5. 8.5 is what I skate. I generally do not skate anything smaller than that. I have sized up a couple of times, gone to 8.75, 9s. But 8.5 is really, for me, a comfortable all-around board. I've got pretty big feet, so, board like this is definitely the most comfortable size for me. Now, the concave on these, wouldn't necessarily call it a mellow concave, maybe like a medium mellow. I have skated boards that had less concave than this. I have skated several boards that have had a lot more concave than this, but I don't know how well you can really see that on this camera, but it's got, pretty solid concave to it, but nothing too crazy enough to where you're going to get some real good flips, but nothing that's going to seem over the top while you're riding this, whatever you're riding, street, transition, whatever. Now, the tail and the nose, as you can see, they're pretty standard. They're not too exaggerated of an angle, but this shape is amazing, man. I mean, the nose, I really don't care for boards that kind of taper off to the tip like that. Now, I know a lot of people that do like where the nose, the tail tapers off. But for me, I've just never been a fan of that shape. I'm not really a huge flip trick flat ground kind of guy. Obviously, for skating flat ground, you're going to want that tapered tip. It's going to help you a lot to flip certain tricks because you don't have as much of a tail hitting the ground. So it's going to flip, going to spin a little easier. But for me, I've had no problem landing consistent kick flips on these, landing consistent shove-its, landing consistent nollie switch tricks, and it's still a very solid board when I go to the park and I skate transition. It's got that wide fat nose, fat tail on it, so it really is a great all-terrain, all-around skateboard. So this one, love this board. This is definitely one of my favorites. I look at it, I look at the colors, I think of the memories that I had riding on this with my cousin, and it gives me just really cool feelings. So yeah, this is an awesome board. Now, I picked up another one recently, just a couple days ago, at Black Sheep, and it's one of their newer ones, the Alex Olson Pro model. Now, this one is a little more sophisticated, I guess, of a design, a little more formal, so to speak. Now, as you can see, it's got this cream off-white-ish back color, and then it has in some sort of font, don't really know what that's called, but it's got the number right there, 917-692-2706, and it's got Alex real big and bold, the Alex Olson Pro model. What I was surprised about this board, actually, is, I don't know how well you can see that, but these markings here, I did several, probably 10 to 15 board slide fakies on a 10 to 12 foot flat bar at my local skate park. And as you can see, literally none of the graphic has come off. You can see kind of the smudges from where I hit the rail and the smudges from the wax and stuff, but none of that graphic came off there. This is not one of their slick decks, as far as I'm aware. I know if you go on their website, they have some of the grocery bag graphics that they do label as slick decks, but this one was not labeled as that. The nose and the tail did, my nose slides, tail slides and stuff. The nose and the tail did get a little bit of wear, but I didn't really skate too hard the 2 sessions that I went out on, so but it did hold up better than other boards. I've had some graphics where the first board slide I do, gone, and that's pretty standard with most boards. You skate them, the graphics gone, whatever. But again, I'm very pleased with this board. I had one board in between this one and the other 917 that I just showed you, and I don't know. I guess I got spoiled by the first board because I didn't dig the shape of the one that I was riding. It was a Shod Wear Pro model, and I just Was not too stoked on the shape. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Real Skateboards. They got an awesome team. Ashad Ware is one of my favorite pros, which is why I picked up the board. But I guess just after being spoiled with the shapes of these 917 boards, and before that I was skating some Madness decks. So I really did get spoiled with the size, the shape of them. And also I've noticed with this board and the board before and the Madness boards I had even, they're a little bit heavier than other boards I've skated. I don't know if that's just a combination of the size of the deck and the heft of the trucks and the wheels that I skate, but I've noticed that when I get onto a rail or onto a ledge and do a 50-50, whatever, that the board has enough weight to kind of go on its own. And I'm just kind of along for the ride. So I've gotten used to having that forward propelled momentum from my setup. And, I noticed it right off the gate with that real board that I had. It was just so light, which a lot of people like that. If you're doing a lot of flip tricks and stuff, again, that's something that's really good. But for me, not being a huge flip trick, flat ground kind of guy, it really kind of was something that I didn't need in a board. So, right away I could tell, I was over rotating certain tricks. I was just didn't feel as comfortable on that board. So I went and picked up one of these because I knew I had liked it. And right off the bat, the first time I hopped onto it after setting it up, I was super pleased. So, I don't really have a whole lot more to say about them than go pick one up. I mean, they're awesome boards, awesome team, awesome graphics, awesome shapes, just all around awesome. I definitely 10 out of 10, 100% recommend these Call Me 917 boards. If you don't know too much about them, I suggest you go on YouTube, search them, search their video. They've got a couple out. Add them on Instagram, check them out. And yeah, go get you one of these. And like I said before, if there's any boards, any companies out there that you might like personally, that you might think I would like, that you might think others would like, definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know. And I'll look at picking one up. I'll look at skating one for a little while and doing another video on them. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe. Hope to see you soon.